Welcome back to another day in a beautiful world of the forest. And it's definitely a beautiful world indeed. They have changed many things within these games. If you would just notice right off the bat on your right side, your hunger and HP and your hydration is now clearly represented and is now looks quite remarkable. The new, I gotta give them credit. I really like what they did with the new UI. I mean, for the food and hunger and all of that stuff. I'm always also quite pleased with how they have now currently adjusted the lighting within the game. I think you guys should not touch it anymore. I think you guys hit the mark, personal opinion, you know. But if you do try to touch it, just please don't mess it up, because this lighting does look amazing and the UI looks amazing. So now let's take a further look into the patch 0.14 and take a look at what they've changed further and what new implementations they have done. Another interesting thing that they have implemented this game is, well, as you could see right here, scuba gear. That is also can be located on the beach by the fire pit. Oh, and there are my friends. So I'm gonna grab it and run for it. As you could see, it looks really nice in your inventory. Your bag changes. And now you can go swimming. And as you could see, there's your breath bar that appears in the center that shows how much air tank you have left. Of course, they've made this very interesting UI in the sense of, you know, you could kind of see your scuba gear right on your face, which I find quite amazing. But as you could see, there's a limit to scuba gear. It doesn't recharge on their own. So, so you need to either find multiple of them, or they're most likely going to implement a way to recharge them one way and another. I haven't found a way yet, but I'm sure there will be. Another interesting feature that they have implemented is, if you don't want to use a light or flashlight, if you implement or equip your scuba gear, you will basically have indefinite light. As you could see here, I'm perfectly lighting up the neighborhood, which is quite amazing. I'm sure that this is gonna be fixed or nerfed, because the exploration in caves is going to become extremely easy with this. I'm not sure if this increases your being detected, but this definitely makes things a lot easier within the game. Here are beloved turtles that now, of course, drop the turtle shell from the first kill. Very interesting. And of course, the rest of them you could most likely cook and eat. Now, let's take a look at the rain collector first before we'll take a look at an explosive wire trap. The rain collector can be found under traps, and then go to advanced traps. And of course, one more after it, and there you will find water collector. Once you've built the water collector, you would require a turtle shell. The problem is, the shell currently does not go into your inventory and you basically carry it. For example, when I hold on to the shell, switch to weapon, the shell is too big for me to put in the inventory. Makes sense, no problem. So you find yourself a turtle, and then you build yourself a rain collector, water collector, whichever way you want to look at it. When the water collector is fully built, it actually looks quite amazing. And it has a physical collision, so you can't just simply go through it. And you can't just destroy it either. I'm sure that will be implemented later for you to be able to destroy your structures and reposition them. But it definitely looks really nice. When it begins to rain, the water collector, our little favorite turtle shell, gains an ability, gains an icon that allows you to now drink from it. As you could see on my right side, my hydration is halfway. And now my hydration is full, and I did not take any damage whatsoever, unlike if I was drinking from a lake. Once the turtle shell, of course, fills up significantly after a while of rain, you'll get another icon that appears that allows you to now fill this pot of water. What you need to do is, after you find it, you put it into your hands, you approach it, you click C, and then you end up having all the water in your pot. As you can see here, graphically it doesn't show your pot being full, but if you mouse over in your pot in the inventory, it says now contains clean water. You could also seem to be able to drink from small ponds like this. You don't need to even find a big pond. But the effect is still the same. You will take health damage if you drink from it. But when you fill it up with this form of water, the graphics do appear, but they don't seem to appear when you fill it up from the turtle shell. And this time around it says polluted water when you mouse over it, which definitely requires boiling. You can also boil the pot of water on a regular campfire or the bigger campfire. When you approach it, you click C. As you can see, it just appears on your campfire, removed from your hand, and then you wait for it to boil. When it's done boiling, as you could see, the pot of water becomes extremely clear, and of course our mouth logo appears there once again. And if you click E, you basically just consume the water out of it, leaving the pot on the fire, which would require for you to pick up separately. Now, let's take a look at explosive wire traps. For that, you would require sticks, some rope, and explosive device, for which you would require other components. So, let's just place it down for now. You could find this under the trap section. You know, somewhere further away from us. First step is to obviously make the time bomb. What you need is coins. Then after coins you would need circuitry. After circuitry you would need booze. And after booze you would of course need a wristwatch. After you have created all that, you have now created the time bomb. There you go. After you created the time bomb, time to attach it. And the last but not least component that we need, which is quite annoying to obtain, is some rope. Now of course to finish our bomb off, which requires the last thing as a rope. If you try to go through your own trap, you will set it off, but it does no damage to you. Just again for demonstration's sake, I'm gonna walk. Ooh, and that's how the explosion looks if you look at it really closely. And again, as you could see, no damage was done to my character whatsoever. Now when you approach the lake, as you could see, your characters now can actually drink out of the water. But again, it's highly not recommended because it's dirty, and as you could see there, my character took some damage. So you should definitely boil this water before drinking it raw. Thank you all for tuning in to another guide on the forest. I hope you all found this guide helpful and informative. Please check out other available guides and walkthroughs on the forest by clicking on the next guide video or by clicking in the playlist in the description below. As always, please click like and please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to check out the Twitch TV where I stream live all the time on different games and patches on the forest, Trendy Deep, and so on, the survival games in general.